Okay, hello, we're back once again. We're gonna get right to it, cause unfortunately my setup is being stupid. So it's the normal issue with the battery. It is what it is. So after last night's stream, we were cooking. We were actually cooking because what was I doing? I was trying to get a specific attack for Mia. Well, it was a Shinkuenzan, which is really hard to actually do. So I was able to do it. I still have to do a little bit more, but Mia's gonna be doing some shit. She's definitely gonna be doing some acrobatic stuff. So let's start it off. With a good one. I gave Mia a dive kick. That's gonna be very, very funny seeing Mia doing dive kicks. I was actually being very giddy last night when I was doing this. All right, next. And like I mentioned, I was working on a few things. So first of all, Shienzan. It's gonna be like a deep. Unfortunately, we can't do it in one frame. We have to do multiple frames. So this is the startup for people that played fighting games before. And there's the end. So it's gonna be like a little DP motion, Dragon Launch. Next, this one was the crazy one. If I can actually get it up. And I was able to get the Shinkuenzan done. That's gonna be such a cool attack. There was a lot of crazy shenanigans we had to do, but we actually got it to work. Perfect. All right. Anyways, I have to do some minority work. So I'm gonna be working on pretty much everybody tonight. Going off of how much time I have. Unfortunately, it's like 45 minutes, which kind of sucks. It is what it is. I've noticed with this setup, if there's like a lot of like, I don't know how it works. If there's a lot of processes, like very demanding processes, the battery just does not want to charge. Who knows? But anyways, it's more so on me because I just got off the stream like an hour ago, so I didn't properly charge this. Okay. So we're just gonna be doing sprite work today. We're not gonna be doing any attacks. So one thing I forgot with Minority is she's gonna be throwing her scythe around a lot. We don't have a startup for her throwing her scythe around. We're gonna have to go back to Shocker or Minority again. Which we're gonna play right now. Shoutouts to Shocker. No, don't say shoutouts to Shocker. Let's see. This is gonna get copyrighted, but it's still an awesome theme. Come on. Come on. Let me look at all these other sprites. Especially Rider jump. Rider kick. She can just toss it from here, but having an overhead one where she's got her hands up like that would actually be better. So I can alternate between them. Haru Shaka. This is gonna be relatively simple to do. Go, let's go. Okay. Rider. The question is, which direction do I want her? It would have to be like that. Okay. Right. Shocker Minardi's putting in a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work. Anyway, it's time for Gazoos. Come on. Oh. So what we would have to do is, I don't have to worry about animating her sprite, the side sprite going forward in this angle. It's just horizontal. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. But we can do it. All right, that's enough propaganda. No, I was about to say funny there. I was about to say that's enough propaganda. It's gonna happen. It's something stupid's gonna happen, and all hell's gonna break loose. We haven't listened to Dragon Ball for a few days. Let's swap it up a little bit. Wow. All right, back to Dragon Ball we go then. Fuck it. Plagiarism. And I think I do have to mention this for not every single stream, but I do have to mention, like, this is pretty much just a passion project. I enjoy doing this. It's a good hobby. On top of it lets me deal with winding down from the stressors of doing from work and doing all my lore typing, because that takes forever. A long time. So yeah, this is just me reliving my childhood. I used to do a lot of sprite animation back in the day. And again, I kind of feel kind of bad because the Coldest community is in a very bad spot right now. They want a new game, and stuff like this is not really well received because it just makes the copium hard, because they're seeing all this. Oh, that's all straight up, dude. Like, we just want a game. Like, this is just, it's neat that you're committed to your project, but we want a game. Like, oh, that's fair enough. Cool, I understand. I do want a new game too, but I mean, it is what it is. But except, anyways, yeah, this is just a passion project of me rekindling my sprite animation glory days. Anyways, those guys, it is rather unfortunate. We saw how Dark Dawn did, and it didn't do so hot. So I spent 15 plus years. Yeah, 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. And they really want a new game. And stuff like this just, it's not what people want to see. So I'm just doing it because I'm passionate about the game and I'm passionate about sprite animation. And we'll just keep it just for YouTube's sake. So if people stop for some odd reason see my small ass channel on YouTube and see a Golden Sun sprite animation project, hey, hopefully you enjoy the entertainment. This is just for entertainment purposes only. How to get that off my chest? Because there's only so much I can do. I can't ROM. I'm just a has been Sprite animation. All right, so I have to give Mia. I have to give Mia a launcher. Let's see. If you haven't noticed, Mia's gonna be using Jenna's sword in this fight. Shout out to Rocky. Hmm. I forgot actually how to update this. I gotta pay attention to my battery life too. So yeah, I got an hour left. That's not bad. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I do feel bad because there's only so much I can do. I love giving back to communities, especially when I'm a big member of that community, but there's only so much I can do. And people don't want entertainment; they want games, which is understandable. But we gotta be serious. Like there's probably no chance of another Golden Sun coming out, so we just have to deal with what we got. Mm. Notes. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. The song goes in so hard. Totally plagiarized, but goes in so hard. Oh. The goal. Oh, fuck. No, I already did it. The goal is for her still to have. She'll be doing the cool anime thing where channeling their power in one of their hands. We're gonna have her eyes be constantly just going off. Similar to what we did in the thumbnail and we did in that other video. Fortunately, we have to go back to we got to go back to Kamen Rider because we're about to have some more shocker shenanigans. Let's see. But anyways, while I get this, I do enjoy doing this. This is very very fun. But I wanted to get back to the community, but people don't They want a game. Things like this, they just don't want. I'm like, all right, say less. Back to Shocker we go. I guess not. It looks so bad. If people haven't never seen Kamen Rider, Shocker is literally that bad group from World War II. With Kamen Riders, Ichigo and Nigo were going after. Shocker's always a recurring theme. They're like the Red Ribbon Army. They always come back. You can't get rid of those guys. Okay. Is that a good angle? Yeah, it is. Fuck it. We are literally in Kamen Rider mode for a little bit. Come on. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. Why? I came too far. Hey, what's up? We're doing a lot of crazy stuff right now. I had to go on a little. I went on a little tiny tangent earlier, but we did a lot of stuff so far. Things are going crazy with this. Like, we have to do a lot of crazy sprites for everybody. Like, we're gonna try to do some pretty nutty combat for the next video. So I'll show it off in a second. Where is it? That's actually a good angle. That's actually really good for an anti. Well, we need launch. That's our biggest thing right now. Okay. It's really bad because I've been playing the Kamen Rider things whenever I have Mia and Minardi up, especially Minardi's casting pose. It's really bad. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go again. Just for funsies. All right. Because the kazoos being very, very bad. Kazoos are bad. All right. There we go. We're gonna try to introduce aerial combat, but we need launchers. Yeah, that's actually good. Also, that bothers me. That bothered me in the other video because it's so noticeable. I'm gonna get rid of it now. Okay. All right. This will be. We need this as a launcher. So Mia launcher. I would definitely say for the past couple of days, Minardi's been getting all the work, but since I'm giving Minardi all that stuff, Mia needs a lot of work too. Yeah, kind of. It's hard with Golden Sun sprites, as you definitely know. It's if you don't pay attention, you might alter something very, very like crazy like that. All right, Mia launcher. So, like I mentioned, like I said earlier, let's. Damn, we've actually been bumping Dragon Ball for a while, but that's fine. All right, so Mia has been getting a lot of things, like I mentioned. This one was fun to do. A lot of crazy stuff went into it, but her being able to do that is gonna be really, really cool. And this is gonna be just the. Let's see. The hit attack would be right there. Let's see. No. That's actually fine. So that one's good. So get rid of this. Mia launcher. Where's the other one at? Dragon Ball OSU just gets you so pumped up. Mia. I don't know why I gave her a dive kick, but since she was kicking the crap out of people last video, we gave Mia a dive kick. I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna get that dive kick to work, but that dive kick is gonna work. I will figure it out, but it's gonna work. Because dive kicks are cool, but they have to be used like in they have to be used in the right spot. So we'll figure out how I'm gonna utilize that dive kick. But Mia has a dive kick. Let's see. I'll bring that up there. And she has, as I mentioned before in the other video, she has a Shoryuken, sort of. This has to be the startup because we can't actually just have her just randomly throw out the ending motion of it. So that's the startup, but we're making it as two separate sprites. That's the startup. And that's the ending of it. So what should work is she'll do it and it'll go in a arc like that. This is now becoming a fighting game. Minardi is, besides Mia, because that was spur of the moment yesterday, because I decided, you know what, if I'm going to be doing Minardi stuff, might as well give Mia her things too. Minardi is very, very complex right now. Very, very complex. So we're going to go over things one more time. This pose, which I'm making fun of because it's just it's a very bad pose. She's just shocked for Minardi right now, but this we're using this as our baseline for pretty much every sprite that we're working on because we got a good frontal view of her. We got her arms, which we definitely needed. So that's her casting without a weapon. Let's see. We already have her dashing. Good. Defeated, we made yesterday. We're just gonna have her kneeling and having the side hold her up, which is perfect. That actually works. That actually works very good. Whoops. Where did that go? Oh. Alright. Scythes are hard. Scythes are very hard to guard. So she's just gonna be guarding like that. So similar to Jenna, I'll bring up Jenna's sprite real quick just to use reference. Open a new window. Because no, I'll bring up Mia first. Okay. Mia's weird because she's wearing all white, but her hands. This was in the video, towards the end of the punishment game. Her hands are crossed like this, but you can barely tell because of all the white. But her hands are supposed to be crossed. If you really, really look at it, you can see them crossed. It's a lot easier with where are you? It's so much easier with you because you're not wearing gloves, so we can tell where your hands are. So I ended up giving Minardi one, but Minardi is hard too because yeah, it's gonna look so weird. So Minardi, because I'm using her promo colors, is gonna be a lot harder to do because her breastplate and her gloves are the same color, which I'll bring up in a second. They're legitimately the same color, so we cannot pull that off. All right. So yes, we kind of can. Like, hold on. Yeah, we kind of can. Like right here and right there. But yeah, she's supposed to be having her arms crossed. So whatever. We got something there. So as mentioned, before we even get there, we're giving her the Ojo-sama stop. So that's the wind-up. So the Ojo-sama stop is cool. Leg up, stomp on the ground, explosion. So she has the Ojo-sama stop. Oh, that's her jump. That's her jump. So we're gonna have her jumping too. But her Ojo-sama stomp is actually almost the same as this. So this is a jumping sprite for Minardi. Where the fuck is? Oh, there we go. So yeah, here is Ojo-sama stomp. Yeah, there's a slight difference. So as soon as she puts her leg down, explosion. But anyways, back to this. This one was actually so hard to do. Yeah, that was actually really hard to do. Okay. Next, as I mentioned before, she's gonna be doing she's gonna have a car specific stance, which is gonna be that one, which is again gonna be similar to Carson's stance. So her moves are gonna be just completely different. There we go. Next. Yes, it's so hard. We gave her Karthus casting. I'm like, all right, thank God, Karthus casting is actually really easy. Hand up, sight forward. Let's see. But another big thing we did, we changed her dash. So this will be just her normal dash. After this dash, just attack. Simple. We're gonna still use attack end. Where's attack end? Attack end is still gonna be the same. But we gave our first stance specific dash, which is more So here's what I'm going with before we can get to that. Minardi's gonna fight with more finesse than Karst. Karst is more less refined and more brutish, if that makes any sense. So we'll have, yeah, Minardi will fight with finesse. Karst will be less refined and more of a brute. So here is the Karst dash. Like Jesus Christ, just bang. Next, I had to give her a launcher too, since we're gonna be using aerial combat. But it's gonna be a lot harder with her. So her launcher is just gonna go in this angle like this. As long as it's going in an upward angle, it's fine. And just because she's using a sight, we need her to have an overhead attack. So pretty much, bam. So yeah, she needs an overhead attack. And this is going to be the ender of that. Don't save. Next, we just made this like a second ago. She's be throwing her sight around like a maniac. So throwing the sight in a vertical angle is gonna be fine. It's just horizontal is gonna be weird, but I think I can get horizontal to work. But vertical is gonna be fine. I think that's it. We got attacks. Minority attacks are gonna be nuts. So staying true to her death gimmick, and all of her attacks are pretty much just death. So we've seen Death Cage. This is what Death Cage looks like. Or Mia's gonna be having a very, very rough time. So that's Death Cage. Death Flame, which I'm gonna have fun with this one. That's gonna be very interesting to get to work. Next, Death Glare. This is all gonna be just nightmare fuel during this fight. Minardi's gonna be doing some very crazy stuff. I gave her her own version of not heat kiss, but just a kissing attack. Just to throw reference to Karst. I just gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna get that to work. Alright. Next. I need to give Minardi a grab so this can work. This is gonna look really, really cool. That's gonna look so cool in the sprite animation environment. Like, ooh, I can't wait to get that to. I can't wait to get Adobe Anime and start working on this one. Death Vortex is we're still working on this one, but this is looking pretty good. We're just gonna have an explosion just go off right after that. Next, we already did this specific fire. So her fire is gonna be switching from purple to regular color, just depending. And my personal favorite one, Death Slap. We're throwing shade at Dark Dawn. Someone's gonna get the shit smacked. Well, Mia's gonna get the shit smacked out of her. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy seeing this in action. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, we have a lot of death happening right now. Yeah. I know, I'm gonna be so giddy when that goes off. But what did I say I was gonna do? What else did she need? Because today we're just working on character sprites. Yeah. So I can't. We can't have. No, Mia's gonna be in a very tough situation, and we've actually got the Spirit of Death for Curse. The Spirit of Death is gonna be a very big occurring thing. The Spirit of Death is gonna be right above her the entire time during this fight. This is gonna be very fun to use. But I think we need to start. What did I say I was gonna do with her? What does she need? What does she need? What does she need? What does she need? Minority needs something. I forgot what she needs. Attack, and I mean we can get there later. Screw it. Let me just look at Mia's sprites again. Mia needs. No, we can worry about those two later. All right, we gotta get towards we gotta work on Garrett. Garrett is gonna be hard. Garrett's gonna be ridiculously hard just because we know how his normal casting is, but we can't have his casting like that in game. Well, in the sprite animation, because as we know, that's his casting. I wonder. I already have an idea. Okay. Let's see. So we haven't had Garrett doing much, but since he was putting in so much work during Mia's punishment game, we have to have him doing something. But I have an idea. Let me just look at his sprites one more time. Yeah, I don't really have him doing much. Let's see. I wonder. Because his obviously we played the game, his promo art, because I'm trying to keep things as accurate to promo art as possible. That's why his is hard, because it's like he's doing the Dragon Ball Kamehameha. Like if I remember correctly, it was like ha. We can do that. It's just we can't use his normal. We can't use his normal battle stance, because as we know, his battle stance is extremely deep. That's the problem with Isaac. That's why I'm being very careful with these two specifically. So what I'm thinking is, let me get rid of this arm. It's a lot of Fighter Z tonight. Actually, I have an idea. And like I was mentioning this earlier, what really bothers me is the Golden Sun community, they want a new game so badly. So projects like this, or just like fan art in general, they aren't really well received by the community like that. Like people want a new game, but we know how things are with Golden Sun these days. Like we're not gonna get another game. But people have to realize that. Like Dark Dawn did not sell, and Nintendo loves when things sell well. I know I'm preaching to the choir. It sucks. It sucks, because I don't want to be that guy, because I want to make something that's very entertaining for the Golden Sun community. But I was straight up told, we want a new game. Like this is cool, but we want a new game. I'm like, what? I'm not Camelot. I'm not Nintendo. The copium is real. Like it does suck. It really does, because this is not. People have to realize. Let me take this off. Let me yak for a second. Let me yak. One. Golden Sun is it's not. I can't say it's niche, but it's pretty small. Like people, if you ask someone if they knew what Golden Sun was, they might or may not know it, because it's not Final Fantasy. That's for starters. We're not comparing the two, but we're just saying it's not Final Fantasy. Camelot is a pretty old. They're pretty old. They're pretty known, but they're more so known to be making. They're more known of making sports games. We know this. We know the meme. Camelot loves Mario Tennis. We know it. So When people think of Camelot nowadays, I guarantee you. Not even. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember. So this, I said earlier in the stream, this is a passion project. I love Golden Sun, but I know how to sprite animate from back in the day. Like, I was, you know what? Let me try this very intense project. And I'm like, oh shit, this can work. It's just gonna take a lot of extra work compared to like Sonic sprite animations. Let's go. And so far, things are looking really, really good. Now we're taking things up to the next level and actually introducing crazy ass combos, which we're gonna do because we've been getting things to. I've been experimenting in these latest sprite animations. I'm like, you know, let me try to see if I can get this to work. Let me see if this works. And so far, it's been working. Like we've seen how. That's what I've realized. That's what I've come to realize that the hard way. And I was like, all right, that's understandable. But you want official stuff, but it's been 15 years. 15 plus years since it's been 15 years since Dark Dawn came out. I don't know. I don't know, like. Oh hell yeah. We got it lined up. I know I'm yapping, but we got something right now. Oh yeah, there we go. We got Garrett charging up the Kamehameha. Let's go. I know that they will screw it up. Yo, hold on. Holy shit, we got a Kamehameha. Hey, all right. Oh man, this is cool. All right, we're gonna get this to work. I just gotta fix this. Yeah. Anyways, like you were saying, I agree. Dark Dawn. And I agree fully with you, because look how Dark Dawn was. I admit Dark Dawn. Oh wow, nice. Dark Dawn is the type of game where I won't go out of my way to play it, but if I had a chance to play it, I would think about it. I would just probably hate it later on because I have reservations because of how Dark Dawn's dungeons work, because some of them really overstay their welcome. It's annoying having to deal with them, but fan projects such as this, like, let me show you something on Reddit real quick off my phone. There's one dude. Give me a second. I still don't get how this works, but this one guy made a portrait of Weyard, the map. Don't understand how this works. Like, you can't even really tell, but that's supposed to be Weyard. I'm like, how? But I don't know. People these days, they care more so about. They care more so about wanting an official game, like you mentioned, like fan projects, fan art. Fan art, people care about more, because fan art is. I do admit fan art is really, really good, but things like this, I know I can't even tell. I cannot even tell. Like, I really can't tell. So Garrett, we'll call this Garrett charging. And like I was saying before, like, let me put this down a little bit. I can hear myself think. All right. Anyways, like fan projects like this, I feel like, not to boast, you would have to be very patient to do a Golden Sun sprite animation. Extremely, extremely patient, because as you already know, the sprites don't want to cooperate at times. If you even like change a little thing up, sprites just pretty much KO'd and you can't recover it. Like, for example, let me rotate this real quick. This looks like Mia. Let's rotate this. It's slowly starting to get distorted. Like that looks bad. Oh, I mean, do not save. Using the scythe as an example. It's gonna get really bad. Yeah, look at that. Like that is, so you have to be very, 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 very careful. So if anybody tried to pick up a project like this, would I recommend doing a Golden Sun Sprite Mission project? Yeah. Oh, not to that. Do I recommend doing a project? Sure, if you have the patience. Just know you may not get the results that you want, like from like the community itself, because there is. I'll yap for a second. I'm gonna work while I yap. From what I've seen, being part of that Reddit group for the past 2 months or so, well, 4 months, they gatekeep a lot, which is not good. You have to post up very specific things, or else you'll get really like shunned. Like a little fun project like this, people don't like. I mean, hey, this is what it is. I'm doing it because I have fun doing this. I just thought I would personally share it. All right, cool, fine. And in my honest opinion, that's the worst possible thing you can do for a franchise, especially with a franchise like this, which is really, 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 really niche. I can't use these. Like you want support. You want as much support as possible for this. But if you're gonna gatekeep posts, it's not gonna end well. Oh, we're gonna do something here. We're gonna do something. And I don't know. Me personally, I don't know how the community is still gonna function in like the next 5 or so years, because people are gonna grow up. I'm still gonna be gaming at the end of the day. Like I'm turning 36. Some people are just getting old. Some people are starting families. Yeah, because it's like I posted up. Like I posted up the Sprite work of the winter remix for Mercury Lighthouse. Some guy who gatekeeps on Reddit said, "Does anyone care?" I'm like, "Whoa, dude! Like I just wanted to share what I was working on. Like I'm having fun doing this. Like sure, it was stressful making that whole entire Wintery based, but I said, hey, you know what? Let me share it." Then, oh, does anyone care? I'm like, okay, that's a way to gatekeep, and you're deterring people from posting up their own work because you have to conform to a certain. You have to post specific things that you can't gatekeep stuff like that. Like it just looks bad on the community. Yeah, I'm like, bro. I mean, I'm just looking at. I'm like, what? Holy shit! Like that's nuts. Maybe I'm just looking at maybe I'm just being dramatic, but who knows? I just find it so. Wait. Actually, I have an idea. Hold on. Give me one moment. I'll get right back to you. I have an idea. Hell yeah! Let's go. What? Shit! Can I do this? All right, hold on. I think I can do this. Let's get rid of you for now. Hold on. Okay. Let's... Shit. Hold on. Let's just get rid of this. Right there should be fine. It works. It really does work. Like, I get the whole little but just going off of, let me see if I can bring this up. Should still have this. I probably don't. I think I do. Give me one moment. Please tell me I didn't delete this. Did. That's fine. That's fine. It was one of my original works, so I was able to get Mia's promo thing, her promo art. Just I just had her slam her Ankh on the ground and just lift up and just do the thing she always does, which is also fun fact. It's the background of my phone. There we go. I'm very dedicated. I am extremely dedicated. So I was able to actually replicate that. But anyways, it does, like, well, Garrett, it does work. You just have to do it a certain way, which I think I can actually do. Let's see. It's a very good pose. It looks really, really cool. So let's try this. Okay. I think I can get this to work. All right. I'll just have to fix right there. So let's rotate this like let's rotate this. But anyways, like I was saying earlier, I don't know what's gonna happen to the Golden Sun community in the next few years or so. There's only, if Golden Sun was made by another company and it was exactly the same as it is right now, I honestly have a feeling it's screwed. If it was honestly made by a company that actually did care, I would have to, ooh. So I can't use that. So let's just clean this up real quick. I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna have to try to move it as best that I can. So let's clean this up. But anyways, if it was made by a better company, sure. But I don't know. They're in a very difficult spot right now. Like really, really bad. Like this fan project of this project's gonna be going on for like a long time. I've come to like realize that. Which is weird. Like, you should be very supportive of anything that brings at least some not notoriety, but some attention to your game series. Like, for example, Sonic Sprite animation, Metal Sonic was voiced by Cooler in a popular Sprite animation. Just having Cooler as a voice for Metal Sonic, it was so iconic. That brought Sonic Sprite animation to the damn stratosphere. So I feel like the Golden Sun community, they should be more supportive of any type of project that brings attention to the community. I'm not saying like my little project will get like famous or anything like that. I'd rather it not, because it can potentially get shut down because Nintendo is very like crazy. Okay, thank God. It still looks, I can get it to work. I just can't use this. I need something that's little like face turning a little bit. But I'll just go through Garrett's sprites again and I'll just take a look. We can get this to work. I swear I will get this to work. But But if I had to say, just going off of what I've seen on that Reddit forum, well, subreddit, definitely toxic. Definitely, it can be very, very toxic. Like, I'm shocked. Like, every day, like, I joined it because, again, I wanted to show people my work. Like, hey, take a look at this. I've seen that community members dwindle so much. I joined when there was 27,000 people there. There's 9,880 something people left in that community. That is nuts. Holy shit. And it might be for other reasons. Damn. All right. Anyways, wait a minute. It's worse? Yes! Here we go. We got it. We got some. This is perfect. That's what I felt about the Golden Sun community. I was there for Golden Sun, but I've seen some. Besides the gatekeeping is super toxic. No doubt. This is what we need. This is the one we need. Yeah, gatekeeping is annoying, but I'm new there. Yes. There we go. So let's get rid of the arm. We gotta. Damn. No, we can get this to work. So let's get rid of his head. Get rid of the arm. There we go. All right. I think this is good. All right. Okay. But like I was... We just cooked. We actually just cooked. Holy shit, we cooked. Okay. All right, we actually cooked. Do I have to... Yes, we got it. I just gotta... Yes, we cooked. Okay. This fits. I just gotta... Let's just grab a little bit of this. And again, I do feel bad because there's generally people that really truly care about the franchise. It's just in a very bad spot in regards to like everything. That's why, again, I do these projects for funsies. Like, they're for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a ROM hacker whatsoever. I'd rather not ROM hack because that seems like a lot of work. And this series is this span probably 200 plus episodes because my goal. Yeah. And that's how it should be. Any contribution helps. Perfect. We actually got a Kamehameha. This one was actually so hard to do. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this one. There we go. My biggest goal right now, especially for this project... Holy shit, this works! Oh my god, this actually works! What the fuck? This is actually good. Oh! I remember Zeta boards. I didn't know about Tapatalk though. I wasn't familiar with that one. Thank you, fitting Dragon Ball music. Fuck. Oh. This is why, like, I'm honestly just fine with this just being like a YouTube thing. I'm enjoying doing this. Here we go. It's just his hands just have to be a little bit buffer because they look really skinny. So let's grab some of this. I know little snippets of that. Like, I'm not too familiar about it. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Okay. In fact, I learned. There we go. Much better. Because I didn't think. I had my suspicions, but after that post, I'm like, does anyone care? I'm like, okay, that's very bad. Yeah, I hate this gatekeeping thing. Hold on a second. My computer's about to die. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to sweet spot it. Eventually, I'll get this fixed. Eventually, I will get this fixed. Fuck. Okay. This is why, like, I'm totally fine with just keeping this like a YouTube thing. I tried, but thank you. Because the end goal is we're gonna try to fix almost we're gonna build a new entire world while keeping this faithful to Golden Sun. Like, I'm debating killing one of the Mias, well, not killing one of them off, just taking them out of the picture in the minority fight. Which is probably still be vanilla Mia. I'm still debating how I'm gonna do that. I have an idea, but I need to stir the pot a little bit because, as we've seen, Mia is the way I made Mia is actually kind of crazy. When I was doing the punishment game, I'm like, oh shit, Mia's doing some pretty hardcore stuff. I was going kind of crazy with that one. And this is Garrett casting. Garrett casting. I'm actually very happy with the way this turned out. What I should have did was, I'm not gonna be too bothered by it. It's because right here doesn't really match his skin tone that well. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Let me grab this before my computer dies. Golden Sun, Garrett. God, that looks so cool! But they fucked it up. Where is that promo? What? Oh. Again, I don't mind fan arts at times. I don't. Fan arts are cool. Oh, damn it. Alright, I need this. I need to try to match his skin tone as best as I can here. Alright. So we got a lot of work done today. Why didn't they just use this? It would have been so much cooler. But we have Jenna in, I believe, yeah, Jenna, if you take a weapon off of Jenna in the first game, I think she actually does that. I think she does, can't remember. We need a skin color. Fuck! No! It's about to die. Alright, we'll do this. We'll do this real quick before my computer dies. So my computer's about to die. Yeah, I think so. They are indeed weird. Okay. Okay. We somehow, some way got this to work. Okay. This looks a little bit better because he was a little bit too light-skinned. All right. That looks good. That looks really good. Okay, so I gotta wrap it up because my computer's about to die. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more sprite work. So everybody take care. Whoever watches the vlog, enjoy the vlog. We got a lot of work done. Anyways, take care. I'll talk to you next time. All right, have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.